21 hours?
Well, I think this day has got to be the worst in terms of harassment. It just seems to be getting more intense. First of all, our mugshots, mine, Josh, and Rob Dew, are up in the police cabin that's at the checkpoint at the bottom of the hill. All they have taped up to the wall are pictures of the passports of myself, Rob Dew, and Josh Owens, and a picture of our vehicle, and then a map of the area. And that's it. So why do they need that there? Whether they're, that's the instruction to treat us better, or whether it's, if you get filmed at the checkpoint again, arrest these people. God
no,
only knows.
It means leave you alone. Go ahead.
So, yeah, we noticed that last night, and I saw it again driving down today. But I was thinking earlier, the last 3 Bilderbergs that I went to, this is my 4th, I never got asked for ID once. At any of those last 3 Bilderbergs, I've been asked for ID here more times in this 3-day period than my entire life.
Well, that's the joke about German culture.
When you go to bars in England, they don't normally ask for ID. So literally they've asked for my ID, and that's not even the start of it. I mean, we start the day by driving back to the communications truck to get a shot of the hotel from long distance. And within about 10 minutes, these police again walk up with sidearms. They came from the golf course. Again, show us your papers. We were there for a good 15, 20 minutes. At first, they weren't happy with the insurance documents or whatever for the rented vehicle. They wanted more documentation on that. Eventually let us go. There were 2 other individuals who were obviously working in that communications radio van who were talking to the police. So we know that that's part of the fake cell phone tower system that they've got here to suck up all the communications. So we got through that harassment, 10 a.m. in the morning.
Let's not forget the armored vehicle driving up with machine guns. I mean, they are really... What about the new stuff with these attack helicopters flying around? And then the Bilderbergs put out this statement saying, we love you.
They put out a statement saying, we welcome general interest in the conference. So their idea of welcoming general interest is to have checkpoints 6 miles away, police at the top of mountains miles away, harassing us. Rob Dew probably nearly got arrested earlier today. I'll tell you about that in a minute. That is their idea of welcoming interest. Again, completely ridiculous, completely tyrannical. So after we got through that first harassment, we went to pick up Rob to hike up the mountain. We wanted to get long-range shots of the roof of the hotel, which we actually got before that, and we caught Cobra security forces on camera literally taking selfies of themselves on top of the Bilderberg Hotel. So then we got about halfway before that, another incident of harassment. They put up a new map, which basically says if you're caught in this zone with a recording device, you will be ID'd and put in a database. It was in German. We wanted to know what it said. We found out after from a German colleague. So Rob goes up to the police outside the Bilderberg Hotel to ask them what this map says to get directions to where we're hiking. Instantly, he's swarmed and surrounded by 7 cops for one person asking directions politely and in a friendly way. And they do this thing where they all each stand in a certain position around you in a circle, so they're all in position to tackle you. They do that every time. So after that harassment, and this is all on Twitter, and we'll get all the videos going up. Some of it's already gone up. So we start hiking up the mountain to get another long-range shot of the hotel and to go up to where the helicopters are taking off and the military radar station for the no-fly zone. So we get about halfway up the mountain. We meet 3 individuals from prisonplanet.pl, and they were very friendly, very helpful. And it turns out we were obviously being listened to by these mountain cops, because within probably about 5 minutes of us saying goodbye to those people, we were confronted by these police officers. Again, the full routine. This time they searched our bags. That's the first time our bags have been searched. One of them was pretty friendly. Rob started educating him about the Bill of Rights and the First Amendment and the right to a free press. At first, they seemed pretty friendly. We said goodbye. They checked our ID again. We started walking up the mountain. By this point, we were about 3/4 of the way up the mountain. The whole thing took probably about 2.5 hours to get up there. So then we realized that, again, we're being followed on foot by these police officers on a mountain that's miles and miles away from the Bilderberg Hotel. They're following us right behind us on foot. So we get to the top of the mountain, or that smaller mountain, to a restaurant to have lunch. And more police are there waiting for us. The police that were following us are coming in from behind. So again, we talked to them. They actually had a dog that looked like a German Shepherd, and in fact, they had to call it off as soon as we got there because it was growling. I think it was definitely a police dog. So, you know, we order food. Anytime we walk around the restaurant to get shots of the Bilderberg Hotel or the military radar, they follow us. And then, you know, we're being polite the whole time. Rob goes up to talk to them again, being polite, talking about how there are war criminals meeting there. Kissinger, Rennie Benko, the Austrian property developer who just got indicted. And they start getting aggressive, or at least one of them does, and he literally grabs Rob by the arm. We've got all this on audio and video. We're going to put it together. And he basically says, "You be quiet now. You be quiet. Go back." And he wanted us to go back and sit down and shut up. So he actually grabbed Rob. And
this guy's a piece of work. We have video and photos of this for TV viewers. I mean, and Rob's a big guy. This guy looks even bigger than Rob and looks like he wanted to have a fight. I mean, what's wrong with these people? Don't they want the press to cover secret political meetings? Don't they care about their families? Why do people love to serve evil? I just don't get it. And it'd be one thing if they just did their job. Why be so mean to us?
Well, we're just doing our job. And they said, "Oh, you're not international press." Well, there aren't any international press here. You know,
but we are international press. We have more viewers and readers than most major newspapers.
Yeah. And we actually hike up frigging mountains to try and get footage for a real news story about 120 of the most powerful people in the world. There's nobody from CNN here. There's nobody from ABC, Fox News, any of those.
That's because they got the order not to be there. They don't want you there because this is the real power structure. I'm skipping this network break to have more time. This is just too important. Paul Watson, it is just mind-blowing. I want to get Rob Dew in front of the camera, so make any other important points you want to make. Any other political agendas we've learned about, anything else that's important, and then let's get Rob Dew in front of the camera.
Well, the other thing is, when we left the cops and hiked back down the mountain, as soon as we got back to the entrance of the hotel, where there was a small protest taking place, at least 2 cops were watching us intently. So obviously they got some...
All right, and again, folks, if you hear Paul's voice speeding up and slowing down, fade down. If you hear him speeding up and slowing down, that's not how he talks. That's Skype from Austria in the mountains. Paul, I've just got to say this. I want to go there, though. I mean, I've been to Europe and to I love Colorado, but that mountain valley vista behind you looks like Valhalla. I mean, it looks like that I'm going to see Flight of the Valkyries any moment there. That is gorgeous. Just simply beautiful. We're showing a pan of this for TV viewers. If you're a radio listener, Infowars.com/show to add that dimension. And it is your support of Infowars.com, spreading the word, supporting our sponsors, buying the high-quality nutraceuticals at InfoWarsLife.com, becoming PrisonPlanet.tv members, buying shortwave radios, high-quality non-GMO seeds, the 500-plus products at InfoWarsStore.com that makes it all possible. So thank you all for helping us build a true media organization, a true media operation. We're going to go ahead and go to Rob Dew now and get his take on the situation. I want to just say that our reporters have done an excellent job. I want to thank you all for your support. The group of state police down at the bottom quit harassing our reporters once we had everybody call them. This is Cobra security, and then police that they've brought in to be their minions that are acting like this. And we do have some audio coming up that we'll play later of Dew actually talking to them. And there's video, too, but the camera's pointed at the ground. But very aggressive tactics, very third world, very shameful of Austria. This is the worst we've seen, even in quasi-third world areas like Turkey and Greece. And, of course, they were once not third world. Greece was first world. The first world started there, but it's been taken over by the bankers and put in the toilet bowl. Still beautiful, not running down Greece. A lot of awake people there. But just really, really shameful. Let's go to Rob Dew. Okay, we just lost their connection. We're going to go back to them here in just a moment. As I was just plugging, please check out the high-quality Survival Shield Nascent Iodine X2. It was sold out for about 3 days. we warned you that we're running out of the deep earth crystal source. We're trying to secure more of that right now. We said we had a small amount a few weeks ago in manufacturing process at the laboratory. That was delivered yesterday. At current sales rates, it will be sold out by next week, and then it could be months. You know, DNA Force was sold out for 4 or 5 months. I hope Survival Shield X2 is not going to sell out. We still have the original Survival Shield that is excellent. It's not as strong. It's from kelp, clean kelp source. This is deep earth crystal source, so both original Survival Shield and X2 are available. We have plenty of Survival Shield, but we are running out of Survival Shield X2. A small amount came back in. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. We still have the Pro 1 G2 pitcher filters, the filter and the pitcher, 20% off, normally $69, now $55. I can't say buying this really supports this because it's almost at cost, but this is one of our loss leader specials right now at InfoWarsStore.com. We're going to go ahead and roll some of that audio from up at the radar emplacement that the military has put in for the event. Of course, they stick this up there by a small restaurant for the Alpiners and then just didn't like our guys daring to come up and talk to them and got physical. And so Rob Dew put his hands up. We've got the still photos of it that some of the tourists were taking, and then the cop put his hands up as a joke afterwards as well. I guess hoping that Dew would do something. Very shameful. If you want to fight us, get a boxing ring and put gloves on, punk. Don't be a coward. Let's go ahead and go to the audio. Here it is.
Yeah? What's that? You can't walk over here? What's wrong?
It's for security.
For security. For who? From us?
No, from us.
For we're bad? Why are we bad? Journalist is bad in Austria?
Yes.
How is a journalist bad in Austria? You're protecting criminals, you know that.
Okay.
Ah.
You understand?
I understand. Do you understand? You're protecting criminals. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
And yet we're treated like criminals. You got our passports, take picture, send them in. I'm a journalist. I have no gun.
Okay.
I have nothing. and you're justifying it right now. You know? What's your name?
Police.
Police, huh? What, do you use 9mm or a Glock? What do you have? A Glock? So is journalism illegal in Austria? It is? Ah.
This is your press identification.
Sure.
It's not international press.
My identification is not international press?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
You want anything?
I do. I want the Wiener Schnitzel.
Yes, okay.
With the French fries.
French fries.
Yes. He said we're not international press.
There's no international press here.
Yeah. He said press is not illegal in Austria.
But we are international press.
Press is not
We
legal.
come from another country to cover worldwide.
What's back there then?
We're the definition of press.
Right over there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is there any military around it or not?
Yeah, there's a guy sitting in there.
Did he follow you up there?
Yeah. Guaranteed.
That's one guy he talked to, not the guy grabbing him.
No. I just got an audio of him saying press is illegal. And I asked him his name and asked why he's protecting criminals. And I said a journalist bad.
If we get arrested,
Yes, journalist bad.
carry us down. I'm down.
Journalist bad, Kissinger
There's
good.
a road right here. The road goes down that way. And it's a pretty nice road, actually. If those can make it up, we could have probably made it up. You guys know Rennie Banco, huh? Rennie Banco? Yeah. He's at the Bilderberg. His suspended sentence for fraud, embezzlement, real estate transactions, illegal.
I love it when people talk to foreigners, they talk in like a fake accent.
Henry Kissinger, criminal. Who else?
My dad does that when he's at a Mexican food restaurant ordering food. He goes, taco?
Paid a multi-million
Person speaks
dollar
perfect
fine
English.
for arms trading.
Here,
That's
back it
the
up,
people
back
you're
it up.
protecting. Just so you know.
Back it up 1 minute. I shouldn't have been talking over it. We'll come back and play more of it. Or back up a minute and we'll go out to break playing it. Go ahead and start rolling it again. Thanks.
Yeah, the station.
No. I just got an audio of him saying press is illegal. And I asked him his name and asked why he's protecting criminals. And I said a journalist bad.
If we get arrested up here, do they carry us down? 'Cause I'm down. Trying to sell those cars.